Phew. Sorry if you saw that. Or rather, if you did see it. No, you didn't. Hi, everyone. I'm Seph. And today we're here to read Shonen manga. I'll be going through Kagurabachi chapter 51, as well as Ichi the Witch chapter 4. It'll be nice to read through it with you guys.
Let's see. So last time, what happened? Oh, right. We're getting ready for the big showdown with... what was his name? The new Blade Master. Ah, shucks. No, I forgot already. No, he's a blind Blade Master, and he's allegedly so strong that he can actually take these people on without the need for his magical powers. He gave up his magic powers to the blade that is now sealed away from him, so now he doesn't have anything except for his own abilities, and yet he's still somehow more powerful than fully sighted people. It's great. Looking forward to it. Let's see. Here we go. Let's pull up Chapter 51. Okay. No reason to wait, I don't think.
Ooh, hold on. Never mind. There we go. Okay. Let's jump in together, shall we?
Kagurabachi, Chapter 51, Page 1. And it looks like we're going right into a flashback. This appears to be a traditional Japanese home setting. Oh, that's right. His name is Samura. As in samurai, but Samura. It looks like this is when he was younger. Oh, yeah, this is definitely when he's younger. Okay. And it looks like, is that Mr. Shiba? Mr. Shiba is there. Okay, hold on. What's going on? Oh, okay. Nope, I'm just super confused. So this is in fact a flashback story. We have young Chihiro there. It looks like he's practicing with his sword. Mr. Shiba is watching over him, and Samura is apparently joining. So Samura's had more interactions than one with Chihiro, it looks like. So Shiba remarks, "Sorry, Samura, for busting in on your home. I'm the one who invited you. I like to do more than just say hi. It's great to meet Rokuhiro's son. I'd like to do more than just say hi. How old is he?" Mr. Shiba says 14. Wish I could see his face. Remind me, why did you blind yourself? What? He what? This guy is nuts. Okay, so according to Mr. Shiba, Mr. Samura has blinded himself. He says, mainly because of my beliefs. Worldly passions like anger and desire lead humans to hell. They dull our judgment and our blade. In order to rid myself of those, I blinded myself. Okay, but you couldn't have picked, like, anything else. Well, the eyes are big. I would never do that. But wow, that is extreme. That is extreme. You know, there actually is a prophetic saying, if your right hand would lead you to hell, better to cut it off than enter heaven. What is it? I don't know. I am bad with my religious anecdotes, but better to enter heaven maimed than into Gehenna with both arms. And there's a similar saying with your legs, and of course with your eyes. I guess this series goes. That is an old teaching, but wow, it looks like it also enters into. I guess this is also Buddhist territory or Shinto. I'm not sure. I'm not all that experienced, but wow, I was not expecting to see that kind of philosophizing here. Okay, let's see. Shiba, ain't smoking a worldly passion? I don't light it. It's just a diversion. He doesn't light it. The cigarette is just for show. This guy is nuts. You obviously want to smoke it so bad. Definitely worldly passion. Mr. Shiba, please. Go easy on him. But I don't smoke it, so it doesn't count. Yeah, I heard you make that pledge. But the next day, you were straining like the dickens to... Sorry, I'm still... This expression is wild. I'm on page 2, and this man is struggling. Oh my gosh. This flashback is insane. But the next day, you were straining like the dickens to look at a girly mag with blind eyes. You'll give in and smoke too. Definitely a worldly passion. I'm telling you I won't. I swore it to the Buddha. Now you're mad. That's a worldly passion. Shiba, he already blinded himself. Let him cope. I don't act on it, so it doesn't count. What does that even mean, it doesn't count? And I don't see the girl image, so it doesn't count. Okay, look. All right, look, I respect it to a point. It's, worldly passions are, well, you can get very passionate about them, and yes, it can lead you to do very bad things. So, I'll choose to respect it here. It is, but that is not easy. Wow. Samura's got the fastest sword work I've ever known. It's worth seeing. Really? That guy? So Chihiro was thinking about a quote from his father on the start of page 3. So yeah, Chihiro, obviously, he doesn't make the best impression on Chihiro, and understandably so. Oh, wow. Hold on. So Chihiro makes a cut. It's not the cleanest cut. Oh, yeah, no, his sword gets... Okay, so Chihiro is cutting bamboo, but his sword gets stuck in the third one. He can't slash all the way through. You're hesitating. Here, give me the sword. I'll show you. Mr. Samura. Oh, and now we're cutting back to the fight. Oh, that's a great way to enter. So chapter 51, titled Samura. Okay, looks like a bunch of goons are infiltrating, and they're causing a ruckus. Where are those pesky sword bearers? Destroy it all. They'll have nowhere to hide when we level this place. The jingling of Buddhist, I'm not sure what you would call that, but their staff, the rings on their staff, ring out. You won't have your way. The monks appear. The guardians of the fortress. Monks, huh? I guess it is a temple after all. This'll be fun. Monks posing cool, alright. Whoa! Whatever art they're doing, they're using the roof tiles are clinging to the goons. Oh, and what is this? A monk with a giant bell. Oh no, you're gonna get clapped. Impressive, but... Oh. Large explosion, okay. There's so many, at least twice what was reported from Kokugoku. Could it be? Okay, so the monks are having thoughts. Maybe the attack on Kokugoku was just a test of how strongly the fortresses are defended. And now, the three of us should be enough here. Don't let them inside. But don't let them get to the sword bearers. All right, we are on the top of page 7 already. Okay, so it's monks versus the Hishaku goons. All right, let's go. They're marshaling enough force to bring down the fortress. Okay. So the first one was a test, and they're already preparing for this raid. All right. Oh, there we go. Is that him? Mr. Samura steps into the fray. Mr. Samura, what are you doing here? Get out fast. I can't let all of you just sacrifice your lives for mine. And now more jumping. So Uruha is with Hakuri, I believe? Chihiro told me Mr. Samura was blind. Oh no, Hakuri's talking, excuse me, the angle was just awkward. Chihiro told me Mr. Samura was blind, but it seemed like he could see, though he did mistake me for Chihiro earlier. Does he fight by his sense of smell? The nurse, the female practitioner, I'm not sure how to describe her profession. No, he can only use smell to detect old friends whose scents he knows. He can't pinpoint where the enemy is. Oh. The male practitioner who's there. This is bad. There's more than double the forces that attacked Kokugoku. Where's Mr. Samura? He joined the fighting. That guy. What do you mean? We've got to do something. How can he fight if he can't see? Uraha responds, do something? The male practitioner responds, if he's fighting, the best thing to do is nothing. Okay, so everyone believes in Mr. Samura. I guess being blind doesn't hamper him at all. I would like to see that, but okay, there we go. Ooh, Mr. Samura's in front of the Buddha. This is gonna be so cool. Forgive me for defiling this sanctuary. Oh, he's lighting it? I'm gonna need to get fired up here. He's lighting the cigarette. Oh, that's what he means oh, he's doing double. So to him, this is a sin. Well, this is a nice surprise. A sword bearer taking us all on by himself. How considerate. Oh. Slice and dice happens already. The cigarette has been cleaved in half. And so has a guy's face. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He just crossed his face out. And there's a hand flying. And an arm. There we go. Man should not have talked. You know, they'll figure it out soon enough. Yeah, too late. Samura attacks sound. Yeah, that makes more sense than smell. The enemy will adapt to that. He's blind and armed with an ordinary sword. If we back off and attack silently with long-distance sorcery... But Mr. Samura is certainly prepared. He's already zooming in. I didn't make a sound. How did he know? Ooh, cut up. Echolocation. He's a dolphin? During battle, Samura will strike with his sword and sheath it. Based on the reverberations, he can gauge the size and direction of the enemy. That's crazy. It's all possible because of Mr. Samura's lightning fast... okay. It's a lightning fast EI drawing technique. I'm not super familiar with EI stances, but okay. We're basing it on EI. EI? But you're really fast too, Mr. Uraha. Well, Mr. Samura is the one who taught me. I'm still nowhere near my master. Wow. Your clever tricks won't work. We should have done this from the start. Pure brute force. Okay, so the enemies that have been cut up but not killed are still up. And they are using... I forget what those cartridges are. Let's see. That's right. Those are the things that they use to, quote-unquote, keep up with enchanted blades. Okay, so they're using that power on Mr. Samura. We are on page 15 of 19. Excuse me. With his skills, not a single life would have been lost at Kokugoku. You poor chumps are headed straight to hell. For wanton killing. Damn, that's a spread. That's a spread page. We are on page 17 and 16 and 17. Nice. Here, let's take a good look at that. Okay, yep. As you could expect, a lot of body parts and bisecting going on. Very nice. I don't think... Let's see. Not the best Kagurabachi has to offer, but certainly very pleasing. Actually, the angle is what interests me the most, because you see the sort... Okay, so what makes this spread interesting is not necessarily the artistic detail, but the actual pose and angle of the shot. Like, wow. Wow. That's actually really cool. Yeah, it's like the hand and hilt are coming out of the frame, So that's an interesting perspective shot, actually. That's one of those that looks better the more you look at it. It's really cool. Okay, let's continue reading as best we can. So the Buddha continues to pray, or not the Buddha, excuse me, the priest continues to pray undisturbed, continuing his chant. Someone says, "Rats." Ah, it's Mr. Samura. Guess I'm going to hell too. Oh. Oh. Wow, what a shot. Yeah, he did just kill a bunch of people. And that's it. We're on chapter 19, or page 19. See? Just like that. He finishing the flashback of showing Chihiro how to cut. Amazing. Ei, white purity style. Master, Ichi Samura. Contracted owner of the enchanted blade, Tobimune. I wonder what the Japanese characters are for that. So that was Kagurabachi chapter 19. Okay, that was cool to see Mr. Samura strut his stuff. Again, I'm still waiting on Chihiro versus Hirohiko, I believe his name is. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. Because that is actual magic on magic going on. Well, magic and sword fighting. So I'm not disappointed in this chapter by any means. It's rather formulaic. I do like that it jumps around a bit less than the previous chapters, but it's still really cool. A lot of striking imagery, interesting characterization. What with how Mr. Samura, how dedicated Mr. Samura is to Buddhism, it seems. Although mixed messaging a little bit, just because he will still smoke and kill when the moments call for it, I suppose. Like, if you're going to do all that, why be blind? Other than looking really freaking cool. Yeah, that is a super cool character. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this chapter. Let's see. Any other thematic bits? Not that I noticed. This is just another dismantling of the dismembering of a bunch of goons. But I do like the characterization that went on here between Mr. Shiba and Mr. Samura. I thought that was funny. But yeah, it depends. So these are some very deep themes, actually, in terms of the concepts of sin and hell and such. So I'm interested if these will continue forward or if the author is just trying to do something that seems cool for the sake of it. I mean, by all means, but, are we going somewhere substantive with this? Or is this as far as the references go? I would like to learn more, about this perspective and Buddhism and such, but I'm not sure how far the author is going to take this. We shall see. Because Chihiro isn't really connected to these concepts, is the thing. This is something that's very connected to Mr. Samura. But that was a lot of characterization. We know a lot about Mr. Samura just from these 2 chapters. So I like him. I do like him. He's a solid... I wonder if he will be more of a main character or of a side character going forward. But that was a lot. We got more from him than Uruha, kind of. Kind of. We do have strong characterization for Uruha, actually. We'll see. I do wonder where this story will go. For now, I'm having fun, though. And I'm really looking forward to the fight with Chihiro. Hopefully next chapter. Stop putting it off. Give it to me now. Okay, so let's move on to Ichi the Witch, which is another one that I've been looking forward to. It looks like we're going to get some world building. Here, allow me to drink some water because, oh boy, this is a lot of talking. Darn. I'm dying. This is the content you come for, right? Darn. Okay. All right. One more. Sorry. All right, cool. Refreshed and ready to go. So, Ichi the Witch. We left off on, we saw a nice hunt. We hunted our first magic, other than the, literally the first magic. Like, this is our, we had our first quote unquote hunt, proper hunt. Good amount of character dynamics between, I forget her name. It was, well, we'll see soon. But the main trio, or it seems to be the main trio. I enjoyed that dynamic. I enjoyed the hunt. But now we get into the actual world building, or more proper world building, because basically all we know right now is that witches hunt magics, and witches are are basically exclusively female, except for our main protagonist. So we're about to get into what I expect a lot of world building and potential political structures and all that. So let's dig in. Let's see what kind of manga this is going to become. We're at Natali, the capital. Population approximately 3 million, a prosperous coastal city centered around the magic industry. Its big tourist attractions include Main Street and the Mantinel Witches Association. Okay, so I like that we got all that. We even got some economic information there too. That's pretty cool. All right. So already the author seems to have thought a lot about this. And we are roaming the streets. I see a clothesline, all right. Do we not do magic laundry? Are there no magic washing... yeah. Are there no magic washing machines or anything? Yeah. Ichi is overwhelmed. So many people! Well, yeah, it's the biggest city in the region. Look at all the shops, too. Quit gawking like a bumpkin. Let's see. So they are walking down Main Street. Okay. Oh. All the ladies are using magic like it's nothing. That's amazing. This isn't something you'll see out in the sticks, yeah. But women can't automatically use magic. We need formal training first. Okay. Let's see here. Oh dear. Oh no. An infographic. So, Miss Descaras's magic seminar. Ah, that's right. Descaras. That's her name. So, Mantinal Witches Association members. You have the elite few. Witches, which is a bare handful. Okay. They are magic specialists. They're deployed across the land to hunt magics. A bare handful is quite... That is an explanation. Witch cadets. Alright, that makes more sense. There can't be a bare handful of witches. Like, you have all women to work with. Okay, so at the top of the triangles is the elite few, which are true full-fledged witches. There are witch cadets at the senior level. They are witch assistants. They work in a variety of support fields, from magic research to the production of magic items and equipment. And lastly, there are witch cadets juniors, girls who have taken the aptitude test and been declared to have magic potential. They're qualified to learn magic at the association's school, the Mantinel Magic Academy for Girls. All right. So that's our 3 tiers of witches. Then you have average people, the average woman. They have potential, but they can barely use magic. They can use magic items, however. All right. The average man. Oh no. Oh no. No magic power at all. They can't use magic or magic items. Most of the women working in Natali went through the Witches Association. They used their magic in all kinds of jobs, labor, craftwork, you name it. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So you either go here to learn to hunt the other magics, or you go into industry with your magic. That's good. That's good. It's actually kind of rare to hear about how magic affects industries in other works of fiction. Like usually you use magic to do more cool things, but it's neat to see this being expounded upon as well, for world building purposes at least. Witch dolls, witch who's who books. Witches are popular. They're a great source of tourist income. Wow. So there's tons of witch merchandise, huh? That's actually kind of funny. Making merchandise for witches, it makes sense. It reminds me of, My Hero Academia and, just superhero stuff in general. The life of Descaras. The legend of the beautiful warrior princess continues. She looks like a JoJo character. Oh no. What? The cover is really off here. No wonder nobody in this crowd recognizes you. Oh well, no matter how you try, you can't truly capture the beauty of the real thing. Of course, Descaras. These boots are pretty. Yo, listen when I talk. She looks so upset. What, you're interested in magic items? That's rare for a man. Magic items? Yeah, they're items that'll do special things if you pour a little magic power into them. Oh dear. Please, no, don't put those boots on, Ichi. Don't, no, those aren't for you. Oh no. These are a pair of leg booster boots. Pour in a little water and they'll strengthen your legs. Given the average woman's strength, they'll let a girl jump, say, 6 feet or so in the air. That's about it. I want to try them! They'll just be a pair of frilly knee-highs on you, mister. Magic items are for women only. I heard a rumor that a male witch popped up somewhere. Yeah, right. Men can't be witches. That's impossible. Hey, that's me. Uh-huh. Yeah, wild rumor. Uh-huh. Ichi, you're not supposed to give yourself away. Listen, kid. The fact that you can use magic is a secret. Got that? No using any, period. If someone finds out, I'll get yelled at. Okay. Don't you dare do anything to draw attention to... Uh-oh. Something is... A letter? Is it Hogwarts? A letter zoomed by, I guess. It fell out of the sky. Ah, there. I bet she must have dropped it. Oh my goodness. Oof. Someone is, like, in some kind of mobile with a giant bag of post? Bags of post. Oh my goodness. It's floating. Must be a levitation spell. Witch cadets carry the mail from the harbor over to the Witches Association via air routes. Sheesh, how many bags did they pile on that thing? Interesting that they still have to use this type of mail service, but I guess in the absence of vehicles, this is what you do. With that load, there's no way she'd notice if she dropped a letter or two. The letter looks important, yeah. Oh well, I'll take it to the association later. And what just happened? What the heck was that? My products, is the display okay? A giant gust of wind just blew. And it's definitely Ichi's fault. Wait, the boots, they're missing. Oh, it's definitely Ichi's fault. I'm borrowing them, hold this as collateral? No, don't tell me he... Whoa, I'm flying! Yeah, you are. Ah, the numbskull. Now, how to land? I don't even. Oh. Oh, okay, yep, that's a lot. That is a spectacle. He is just jumping and flipping off the buildings. That's great. That's fun. That looks really fun, actually. Wow, I can really jump. Mommy, there's a weird guy flying through the sky. The things you kids say. He really is having fun. As you should. As you should. Alright, here we go. Oh, so heavy. The Mantinal Witches Association, Witch Cadet Kumugi. Oh, okay. This is a new character. And it looks like she might be a main one? I don't know. We'll see. Master just had to go and buy a bunch of weird stuff for her experiments again. Isn't this clearly way too much for one trip? Is it just me? Oh no, we get into a peek into her life. Oh dear. What is with today anyway? Oh, a bird's unholy screeching jolted me out of bed at 5 a.m. My favorite mug suddenly developed cracks that spelled death on it. My prophecy forecast for the day said, watch your back. It all feels kind of like a bad omen. Oh dear. So Ichi's about to jump in. Excuse me. Why am I always the one stuck doing all the deliveries? This bike is so slow, too. Guess it's no surprise given how old it is. Hello? It's already broken down more than once. It needs some serious maintenance. No, forget that. I wish they'd just buy a whole new bike. Expense it to the department. Hey. Yeah? Here, you dropped this. Those boots look ridiculous on him. Oh, this is... Oh... Okay, so page 14 of 19. At least the chapter doesn't end here, okay? At least we don't end on this very terrible... Oh my gosh, that is a terrible look. Not a fan. Here, you drop this. Huh? Yeah. Hello. What? Sorry. Oh, so her name is ridiculous. So Des jumped up here too at some point, it looks like. I guess she wouldn't need help flying. Why you? Ichi is making her life terrible. You idiotic feral boy. Why must you always go off and immediately do what I just told you not to? Hey, I didn't use magic. I told you not to attract attention. Sorry. If sorry was good enough, we wouldn't need police. Oh. She hit him with that, huh? I managed to get a hold of one of the witnesses at least. I'm gonna have to write a formal apology over this, aren't I? Pain in the butt. I don't even want to write a full sentence. Can I just say sorry and call it good? And I quote, if sorry was good enough, we wouldn't need police. Yeah, of course. Shut up. Who asked you anyway? Get lost, you creepy bug. So we're on page 17 of 19. Descurus. What? Magic is fun. So far, so good, I suppose. Yeah, alright. This is just me commenting, but, okay. So less than I expected in terms of lore drop. We're getting kind of drip-fed here with some lore bit by bit by roaming through the city. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Mixing in some fun adventures, too. I feel like I could catch a flying bird up here. Oh, and if I stomped a river surface with these boots, I might KO all the fish. So many possibilities. Why would you think that? I really should just dump him in the ocean somewhere. Agreed. Uroro is obviously not having this. Oh, and there's black smoke coming out of the back of this thing. What? Oh no, it's crashing? Yeah. Okay. So there appears to be the boss lady already. Descarus, I did tell you to bring him here, yes. I said nothing about crashing through the gate in the process. She just comes in saying, I'm home. She knows she's cooked. You can begin by writing a formal apology. Okay, so we kind of eased our way into the city, which is fine. I kind of wanted a more serious lore dumpy chapter, but to be honest, I think this is a better approach. We don't get nothing too complicated to chew on here. Just an introduction to the city, some industry and civilians. I liked it, though, again, not the most exciting chapter in my opinion. Still, not necessarily terrible for a chapter 4. And it seems like we are actually going to get into it with chapter 5. Like, we're actually at the Mantinal Academy now. I didn't expect it to take this long, I admit, but I suppose there is no rush. There's The thing is with new manga, new manga is hard. There is kind of an inherent need to rush to hook an audience, right? And Ichi the Witch has actually been rather slow paced, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that you can have a slow paced manga and there is an audience for more relaxed storytelling. However, yeah, I'm not sure this will, be the next big shonen in that regard. It might be an interesting slice of life. Well, slice of life is a weird way to put it because of all the magic elements. I'm not sure. We still don't have a good idea of what this manga is about, and that could be a problem going forward. As with Kagurabachi, the action was good and the character introducing was solid. I am a fan of the new characters that have come up. Both Uraha and Mr. Samura are pretty neat, in my opinion. We obviously still need to get into more of how that arc is going to unfold because, again, collecting all 4 of those sword masters basically means that the Hishaku have all of their blades removed from them. So I wonder exactly how the story moves forward from there. But that's not really a problem at the moment. That's just sort of, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And I'm curious if the author actually has a plan for that. I'm sure they do. And editors will help as well to make something out. I'm not sure how well Ichi the Witch will do in the long term at this rate. It's not very typical for shonen. Like, we haven't gotten too many hot-blooded moments here. So I'm not sure if this manga will last too long or not, but I'm still interested in it. I think that the author is solid at character writing, and I think the world building will shape up to be pretty interesting. However, whether or not that makes into a compelling story with a compelling character drive, we'll see. Because right now, Ichi himself is just learning about magic and is in love with it, sort of. So I'm not sure how much that'll develop into like a drive to go forward. Like compare with like Naruto, Bleach, and My Hero Academia, it's like the main character does have a pretty strong drive. Ichigo's is a bit more character driven than, actually, I mean, they're all character driven, but it's interesting comparing how the different protagonists are driven because, for example, Deku is driven to become a great hero. You have Luffy, who wants to be king of the pirates. Ichigo is interesting in the regards that he wants to protect, and the people he loves are in danger, so that is his core motivation. He has issues with how his mother died, of course. He blames himself for that. So Ichigo is actually a bit more... there's a little more to dig into in regards that I really like about him, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Bleach's like overall plot structure. I do like his Kubo's character writing. When I think about Ichi the Witch, I'm not sure I am that interested in Ichi at the moment. But when we get to the political stuff next chapter to see how, the Witches Association treats him, I'm interested to see what kind of goal he will develop for himself that might let him stand out or not. As for Chihiro, he's already well established. I like what his goal is. And the plot reminds me a lot of, something like, the author was inspired, I believe, by Tarantino movies, so that makes sense. It makes sense how Chihiro behaves in that regard, and I think he's a cool badass. So, yeah. I'm very, at the very least, I'm pretty invested in Kagurabachi. But for now, it looks like we're wrapping up here. I'm not sure I have too much to say on these chapters. There were some interesting themes in Kagurabachi where I'm like, are we going to carry them forward? Or is this going to be specifically tied to Mr. Samura? And if they are tied to Mr. Samura, will Mr. Samura stick around long enough for the themes to kind of bear interesting fruit? Because wow, what an extreme cartoon character, literally blinding himself. Anyway, this was a really cool time. Thank you for showing up to hang out. I hope you all have a great Sunday. And I will catch you next week. I'll try to get back to My Hero Academia team-up missions. I do miss MHA. I may go live this week talking about it. And I'd also like to write a thread about MHA's ending because I still see a lot of questions being asked about it. And to be honest, it's hard to break down MHA sometimes just because it's a whole lot at once and it feels kind of overwhelming to talk about, which is why I've been delaying doing content on MHA for so long. But I do still at least want to talk about getting to it, so that way eventually I do get to it. Anyways, for now, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for showing up. Please do like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see me more, and I will catch you next time.